Welcome back to Balin's Corner. I'm Balin, and today we're playing Skyrim Anniversary Edition. We'll save
Yes?
before we start out, so we almost got saved. And we are on our way to do some recruiting for the Dawnguard. So, first place we're looking is over here in Reach somewhere. And the other place we'll be looking is just south of Riften. Down here. I actually think we'll go there first. That's not very far away. And we'll be able to find it pretty easy, hopefully. And then we'll go look for her. This time we're going to ride our horse. Might as well. Now, I'm not a big fan of the rifted area, so hopefully we don't have too many issues. Because I seem to get a tendency to get attacked by dragons in this area, around the different little farms and stuff. And I don't want to deal with all that. Lure them away from NPCs and restarting not video, I apologize, the game multiple times to keep people alive and stuff like that. So hopefully we don't have none of that shenanigans to deal with. Now this is the interesting part of this. Now we have two people in different directions. It can really screw with our mapping. So we have to kind of watch.
Give them the dogs, boys!
Yeah.
Never should have come here.
I'm not going there, I'm right on pasture. So, see ya. Not my sneaky bag either. I'll see you too. I'm just going to worse, I'll leave you down. Let the guards kill you for this little area or whatever it is. Oh, it's a lumber place. These come in handy whenever you need some lumber. And when you build your own house, homestead, you need lots of lumber. It can be really annoying. Lumber, iron, and little odds and end things can just be a headache. Okay, so now we're going to check our map because, like I said, we do have the two different directions that we're following, so we want to make sure that we're not getting ourselves distracted by the wrong arrow, because that can happen easily enough. In some cases, we may end up going after places to go to. Like, I really don't want to mess with spiders. So, I'm tempted to go on past that. Check our map. Oh, nice. We're moving in the right direction. you all caught that, but there's a cat right around here somewhere. Oh, it's a bear. Cat. Back off, bear boy. Don't break the fruit. You're still not dead. Make sure I didn't catch anything on there. Those things will give you bone break the fruit really quick, and it's annoying. Just a rules that I just don't want to deal with it. And I don't carry enough of those cure potions that cure me hundreds of times, so I kind of have to watch when I let myself catch my
What?
the first time I fought a bear. Killed me. Right well, besides the time I fought in that cave. The cave that usually falls since if you can take a bear with ease. And trust me, you cannot. It is not that easy to kill a bear. Nowhere near as easy as they make it look. The bears are a little like trolls. They usually have their own little place, in a lot of cases where you can get, like there you got some venison. I mean, usually for them you're not going to get anything too crazy, but you're going to get a little venison. Okay.
Man,
Hello, Don.
you there! Hold fast! I've tracked this damned bear for 2 weeks. I'll not let it have any more victims.
Sounds good.
Ithran needing someone else's help. Never thought I'd hear that. I'm afraid he's a few years too late. I've moved on. I have more important business to attend to. Besides, he can handle anything alone. He assured me so himself. What could he possibly need my help with?
We're up against vampires.
Vampires? That... well, that might change things. Tell me more about what's going on.
We're not sure they have no.
By the 8th. Alright, look. I'll consider it. But I can't just leave this bear to prey on more innocent people. Once it's dealt with, then perhaps I'll see what Ithran expects of me.
Sounds good. Let's kill it. You know what? I'm gonna do something real quick that I don't ever do. I'm gonna conjure. Because I've been wanting to do this for a while.
Who's... I knew I...
Oh, that stings. That's okay. Darn, that really stunk. I was really hoping to cast that spell for the first time ever. That's okay though. We'll try it out some other time. This is one of the newer spells that I've received since the update. I've not gotten to play with it at all. I kinda like it. Oh, nice. Oh, we can get hard on there, too. There we go.
Don't know how well I'd have managed by myself. You have my thanks.
Good.
You've helped me, so I suppose the least I can do is find out what Isran wants. He's still at that fort near Stendar's beacon, I assume.
Yes.
Of course he did. He's been working on that place for years now. Never lets anyone in. His own little fortress. Well, I guess I'll get to see what he's been up to all this time.
Yes, you will.
I'll meet you there.
Sounds good. Okay, so we got the first half of this mission done. So now we're gonna go back and find her. What's nearest thing about her here? Unfortunately, it looks like it's this key. And that's not gonna work for me, so unfortunately go the wrong way around. Let's just go to Skyrim Temple. What can I do? Looks like they're going here. Unfortunately. That's what we got a horse for. It helps us speed along a little bit. I hope I take the right road. I am very bad at taking the wrong road out of this, in this general area over here. I get backwards on the map and it's very frustrating.
Feel free to make requests.
Sure. I'd like to request that my horse come home. I don't know what I thought it was doing, but... Okay, so we're gonna find this lady and take her back. And I don't remember what she does for us, but I remember he lets us hire a troll later. And trolls are a lot of fun. I hardly ever use them. I hardly ever use any companions, to be all honest. But it's still can be a lot of fun, like when you go into fighting certain places or whatever, taking that troll would definitely be nice. I haven't come across any quirks. We'll probably see if we want to fight. There's at least one orc that I know usually you can find along the roadways who's looking for a good death. I don't know if we've already fought him or not. I honestly can't remember. It's been a while. But he wants a good death by fighting. We are more than happy to help him out with that. Because if we can use him to get blood from him, we have a fountain here to deal with. One of these missions in Dawnguard, I think we're going to go into an area where we might see some longer. I'm not 100%. Now, in this, we are going to do the sub-missions. We're not just going to do the main, because we want to make sure we get all the missions we can done. And I don't know if we get locked out of those afterwards or not. So we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can. And see, I got myself going the wrong way already. Let's see here. I'm gonna backtrack around to get over to there. I knew I would. I just knew it. It happens to me almost every time I go this way. So annoying. I'm trying to remember. How do I... Okay. I think I can go... this way. I could be wrong. I may have to go way roundabout way. I really don't want to do that. We'll see. You're definitely not wanting to make my life easy today. If they kill the NPCs or if they kill Forsworn or anything like that, because that's not hurting us or our gameplay in any way. And we shouldn't have any issues where if they slaughter that fire bunch or if they leave them all alive. Man, that was not a good one. Pretty sure that's another. Nope, that's a pair. One big cats. Save the cat. That's what I thought it was. Why am I able to hit this thing? Man, that was annoying. I should have easily had that thing in this last couple shots. I'm not sure why that didn't. Sometimes my aim would just be slightly off. I have no idea where my horse is. I don't remember if my horse is alive. We're done with the dragon. So, it could be alive, it could be dead. I don't know. here she is.
You haven't seen a sack full of dwarven gyros lying around, have you? I'd swear I left it right here.
No, sir, I haven't.
Do you think mud crabs might have taken it? I saw one the other day. Wouldn't be surprised if it followed me here.
Could have.
Well, just look around, will you?
Isran.
Wants me? No, you must be mistaken. He made it exceedingly clear the last time we spoke that he had no interest in my help.
This guy's just made
I
everybody
find it
mad,
hard to
hasn't
believe he's changed his mind. He said some very hurtful things to me before I left. Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuits. So if you'll excuse me... Yes, that was my point. I felt it was rather clear.
he? Yeah, well, I'm dumb.
Look, what is it you want from me?
Vampires threaten all the
Vampires?
Skyrim community.
Really? Oh, and I suppose now he remembers that I proposed no less than 3 different scenarios that involved vampires overrunning the population. Well, what are they up to?
They have an Elder Scroll.
Well, that's actually something I never would have anticipated. Interesting. I'm not sure what they would do with one, but in this case, Isran is probably correct in thinking it isn't good. All right. If nothing else, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to learn more about what's going on so I can better defend myself. But I'm not just going to abandon what I've been working on here. It's too useful. I need at least 1 intact dwarven gyro. So either I need to find the satchel those mud crabs stole, or I need another gyro from someplace. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you?
Not on me.
Well, then I'm very sorry, but I can't just walk away from this project. I understand that, but I really can't leave here without at least 1 usable piece of... A single gyro would be enough, I think. Believe me, this is useful stuff.
Okay. The only problem is I can't just come back to her. Like I would normally do. So we're gonna look around and see what's not. Oh, there it is. Cool. Sweet. That was enough.
Just 1... I understand. A single gyro would be enough, I think. Thank you. It's not much, but this... Now, where is it Isran expects me to go? Ah, been working more on his secret hideout, has he? It'll be interesting to see how much progress he's made. I'll finish up here and head in that direction as soon as I can. See you there.
Awesome. Okay, so let's head back to Fort Dawnguard. I've gathered both of these people. I'm sorry, I will be gathering half of the planet. I'd have an army. Might as well. But that's just me. Oh man, we even got a gate now. Nice. Really upped it. A couple extra people, I guess, to do it all together. Not really sure why we don't have. Hey, you know. Not my job, question. It's my job to do.
All right, Isran. You've got us all here. Now what do you want?
Hold it right there.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So, welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. And they have an Elder Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with the space. Soreen, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat with it, shall we?
Okay.
Hope you're getting along with Isran. Takes some getting used to.
Sure make it takes a little homier since the last time I was here.
Gunmar, do you think I could borrow a troll?
Why?
Well, I need to do some testing on this new weapon, and I was thinking a live target would be helpful.
Are you mad, woman? After the trouble I've gone through.
Fine. You could have just said no.
Okay. It's slightly annoying to find my way around this place. It's kind of a maze. Once you get it memorized, you're not too bad, but I have a tendency to forget. I mean, it's been years since I played. Okay.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed.
Hey, look who it is.
This vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you.
Cool.
So let's hear it.
Let's speak to Serena.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again.
No, what are you doing?
I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen, before your friend here loses his patience. Well, it's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me.
On your back?
The reason I had it, and why I was down there. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it.
What sort of
It's
prophecy?
pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun. Have vampires control the world. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll.
You took a big risk coming.
I did. But something about you makes me think I can trust you. I hope I'm not wrong.
We'll see.
Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now?
Set your hatred aside and see the larger picture.
Set my hatred aside? Not a chance. It's what keeps me strong.
You don't dress your fine, trust me.
You better know what you're doing. It can stay for now, but if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible.
Well, bring it on.
Got it.
I'll eat
You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me.
Yeah, I noticed.
Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it.
No.
Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away, in Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
You really are a jerk.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place.
I got a pretty good idea.
Well, back before you know, the College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along with you. I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit.
You
That's
a vampire?
a long story.
I want to hear it.
I guess we kind of have to go way back, to the very beginning. Do you know where vampirism came from? The first vampire came from Molag Bal. She was not a willing subject, but she was still the first. Molag Bal is a powerful Daedric lord, and his will is made reality. For those willing to subjugate themselves, he will still bestow the gift, but they must be powerful in their own right before earning his trust.
How did he actually become a vampire?
The ceremony was degrading. Let's not revisit that. But we all took part in it. Not really wholesome family activity, but I guess it's something you do when you give yourselves to a Daedric lord.
Sounds like it.
Well, you've met most of us. My father's not exactly the most stable, and eventually he drove my mother crazy with him. And it all ended with me being locked underground for who knows how long. It's definitely been a bad thing, on the whole.
You ever think about curing
A
yourself?
cure? Why even think of it that way? I can't think of any reason I'd want to lose this gift. Especially after what I did to get it. It may have driven my family apart, but I'm still here, and I'm alive. I won't give this up. Yes? Alright, let's see what you have.
That's what I have. Okay, so that's where we're going to end it today. And we'll pick it up again next time. If you liked the video, hit like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time.